Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Glmr. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. And also there is a donation link down below in the description. Feel free to donate to the kids in Gaza. And now we can jump into the charts. Taking a look at the daily, we have a beautiful uptrend here, and we're getting closer to the white support trend line that has been keeping us afloat since October 2023. And I have a feeling this trend line is going to be broken, because if Bitcoin is going to decide to have a bit of a pullback in the near future, altcoins will definitely dip as well, and Glmr will be no exception. And for that reason, we should start looking at some support levels that we can target. Now with this Fibonacci retracement, you can see that we set it up from the local top there on December 24th at 64 cents down to the local bottom there in October, which for now looks like to be our bear market bottom at 16 cents. That looks like it's going to be our bear market bottom, and we saw a nice 4x from that low. So if you were buying at these prices when we mentioned them on the channel, then you should be sitting at some good profit. Now, if you don't have any tokens, let's say, and you're looking to buy right now, you can potentially start accumulating at these levels just in case, because we are very close to the bull market. We never know when the next massive leg up is going to happen. Now, to be honest, I do think there's going to be a pullback before that massive leg up is going to take place, but of course you cannot rely on me alone. You cannot rely on your feelings, and you cannot rely on this one possibility. So you have to be ready for both outcomes. For that reason alone, I would say probably get a bit of tokens over here at the current prices, and then if we start dipping, you can take a look at the support blocks that we have. So 36.5 down to 34 cents is the first block that you can target, and you can see we had a bunch of tests of this area back in 2022 and in 2023 as well. So retesting that would be great. If we can consolidate a bit in that block and then move up, perfect. If we continue dropping from there, not too big of an issue. We do have this Fibonacci retracement, which is the 0.5 at 32 cents. I think we covered this in the last update, but 32 cents is a level that you can target and set up a buy limit order. Just make sure not to have any round numbers in your limit order. Of course, not a financial advice. Below that, we have this red block that is sitting between 29.5 and 28 cents. That is going to be a massive level for us to hold. This was our resistance throughout 2023. We finally broke above in December last year, and coming back down to retest that as support would not be the end of the world, because we would still be printing a higher low, right? And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to start an uptrend, and as long as this next low is going to be higher than this one, we are good to go. Whether it's at 32 cents, whether it's at 28 cents, or whether it's at 21 cents. All of these are good entries, and the lower you go, the more tokens you buy. It's a simple logic, it's a simple strategy, and it always works if you're bullish on the project. Now, let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. So taking a look at the weekly, you can see that we are in between the 55 EMA and the 20 EMA, and this is a good thing. We're going to consolidate in between these two EMAs until they come closer together, which is great. That is going to initiate this price compression that will lead to expansion. We'll have a breakout. Hopefully, that's at least what I'm looking for. Now, if we have a bearish scenario come into play, we have Bitcoin crashing and altcoins crashing, and the S&P 500 crashing, then of course we can dip down to 24 cents. We can dip down to this teal trend line that we have broken above in November, and we can come back down and retest that as support. That's a very a nice level for us to retest and grab some coins at as well. 23 cents, incredible price. And the lower you go, once again, the more you buy. Now, what I would also take a look at is the 20 EMA, because there's a possibility that we're not going to be dropping below the 20 EMA if we're going to be continuing this massive uptrend. So the 20 EMA is going to carry on, being our bull market support band, and we are going to continue bouncing off of it, and it's going to continue pushing us to the upside. Very real possibility there. So anytime, whether it's Glmr, Moonriver, whatever project it is, anytime you are sitting at the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, I would say just add a bit of tokens to your position, because that is always a great entry point, regardless of the fact, if you're going to break below that or not. This is a great entry point because you can always bounce off of it and just continue to the upside, kind of like you did over here in November 2023. So for the targets to the upside during the bull market, we have spoken about this on multiple occasions. I do think a retest of $5 is very likely. I do think that. And if Polkadot 2.0 is going to be a success this year, and we're going to have a lot of demand come to the Polkadot ecosystem, Moonbeam is going to get a lot of demand as well, and so will the Moonbeam Glmr token. And if that is going to be happening, of course, we're going to be seeing a lot of price volatility. And, these candles can get parabolic at certain points. We can potentially get to $10, $15. As of right now, I don't want to be too bullish too soon. Let's stay conservative, and let's say $5 for now is a good target. And if we see progress with Polkadot 2.0 throughout this year, then we could shift those targets just slightly to the upside. But if you're hoping for $50, $60, I would say even with a successful Polkadot 2.0, that is a bit too far-fetched. But again, don't take my word for it. You have to set up your own targets. And I'm not a financial advisor, of course. Taking a look at the weekly RSI. So we are hoping that we can come back down to this block that is set up between... Oops, hold on. That wasn't... the price tag, there we go. So between 41 down to 34, we could dip all the way down there, and that is going to be a great accumulation area for us. If we can actually come back down that low, that's going to be a really good area for us to get some tokens and for us to cool off at. If we come down here and just consolidate for a bit, cool off, that will prepare us for the next explosion into the bull market. Obviously, that's what I'm hoping for. Now, the stochastic here has started reversing, and we're actually seeing a bullish cross on the weekly, which is, something that we've seen. This is not a new thing. You don't have to expect it to come down to the oversold every single time. That's not how it works. However, when it is below the index of 20, that's a good buying opportunity, definitely. And we've talked about that throughout the months when we were covering Glmr below 20 cents, below 15 cents, below 18 cents. We talked about that multiple times. And if you bought in at these levels when the stochastic was that low, then congratulations. One thing to notice is that we started getting some volume coming in, and that is great to see. That, in my opinion, confirms this breakout above the teal trend line. But once again, potentially we're going to be looking at a retest of that trend line at 23 cents, and I would still be bullish after that. I would only get bearish once we break back down below the teal trend line, and then we break below the 16.5 cents, which is our bear market bottom. That would essentially be the continuation of this downtrend, and we don't want to see that. I don't think that's going to be happening personally, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what is your average buying price. Let me know what are your targets to the upside. I know some of you guys are way too bullish on GLMR. Personally, if Polkadot 2.0 is not going to be performing as well, I am fine with selling my tokens at $5 to $6 to $7. That's not an issue for me. So thank you all for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.